Hello everyone, good evening. Wow, it's nice to see so many people here. I didn't expect that, it's nice. Before we begin, we have a few minutes for other people to join. Please comment in the chat room that you can hear me and that you can see the screen properly, so I'll know that we're all set. Excellent. Hey, Trinessa, Charles, Eddie. Welcome. Vishal, thank you. Hussein, thank you as well. Just giving 3 more minutes. I like to be accurate and to start right on time. Make sure that you have a cup of coffee or tea or water or beer, whatever suits you, and a piece of paper so you can write down some notes during the webinar. It also will be recorded, so you can watch it again later if you need. All right, guys, we're ready to begin. So welcome to all the new joiners. My name is Ilan. Some of you may know me from the trading room. I'm the one that doing the daily live trade room. My expertise day trading and scalping. I will go into myself in more details a bit later. Right now, I want to say that this webinar is for everyone, and by that I mean that it suits both beginner, intermediate, and advanced traders. I'm sure that traders on all levels can take something out from this webinar. Cora, nice to see you here. So I'm sure that everyone can take something nice out of this webinar and to improve your trading, whether you're a beginner or been trading for a few years now. I will try to keep it as short and as liquid as possible to not take too much of your time. But I have a lot that I want to talk about, so let's begin. So the headline I chose for this webinar is to make $100 or $200 in 1 hour. That's just a number. It can change from $10 to $20 an hour to $1,000 to $2,000 an hour. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is to be consistent in the market, to be in the position that you know that you come in the market day in, day out, and you are making profits. Even if it means that there will be days with a loss, there will be days with profit, but for the long run, for the long term, you'll be profitable. That's my goal for my traders, and I really believe that it's possible. So what does it take to reach that state of consistent profits? First of all, to learn the strategy that I use. It's a really simple strategy. I'll show you it in a bit. Follow the rules, put in the work, which means that you cannot play with the rules, with the risk management and so on. Put in the work means that you need to study. You need to study. You need to be familiar with the charts, with the assets. And I'm telling you that within 30 days, maybe 15, maybe 60 days for some of you, you'll be able to extract 100, 200, 1,000, $2,000, or whatever you choose from the market. Hello, everyone. Ian and Ronald, nice to see you. Okay, so a short disclaimer. Everything that we learn here is for education purposes only. Education or teaching, I guess, is my biggest passion in life. It's not an investment advice. And as I said before, my goal today is to teach you the same strategies that we work with, or more precisely that I work with, because we have different analysts in SharkTips doing different things. But the strategy that I'm working with daily in the trade room, and the strategy that has proven to me very profitable for the last few years. So you may be asking yourself if you're in the right place. I've written just a short amount of questions here, just because those questions are the same questions that ran through my head. So if you're having a hard time to finish the month, if you're making a decent living but can't seem to save enough money, which is the situation I see with so many people, if you traded in the market, if you're tired of losing in the market, if you want to start making money and you have a computer and internet access and you're above 18 years old, which is the legal age that you can start trading, then you're in the right place. As I said in the beginning, for those of you that joined, this webinar is for everyone, for all traders at all levels. So the idea here that I want to teach today is basically very, very simple. Find a strategy that has at least 50% win rate. I'll give you this one. I'll give you the strategy that for me has sometimes 60, 70% winning rate with a risk reward of at least 1 to 2. For those of you that don't know, it means that, let's, for example, say if you're losing a trade, you're losing $1, but if you're winning the trade, you're making $2. Obviously, you can adjust it to your own size that you're trading. Know exactly how to repeat the same thing over and over again in the market, which means to be disciplined. I'll get to that a bit later, but one of the biggest issues I see with struggling traders is that they jump from strategy to strategy. So know exactly what you're looking for in the market and be able to repeat it. It takes some time, it takes practice, but I promise you that it's much easier than it seems. Look at the happy face here. It's much easier than it seems, and it's very much so possible. So again, I'm trying to make it simple. As I said, the biggest problem I see with new traders, they think that they need to use 20 indicators, 20 different strategies in the market. I see some charts of students sometimes, 15 moving averages, Bollinger Band, RSI, stochastic, you name it. You know what the problem with those indicators? That a lot of the time, you'll see that they're giving mixed signals. For example, stochastic tells you to sell, while the moving averages crosses for a buy, and so on. So the strategy that I'm using, and if you've been with the trading room with me, you'll see that I'm using naked charts. Only price action, sometimes a moving average, depends on the strategy. Another important thing, it's enough to have 1 or 2 strategies, and it's enough to know how to work with price action and a clean chart. As I said, a lot of the times traders go from strategy A to B to C, back to A, then to D, and so on and so on. Find a strategy, test it, all right? Because the truth is exactly the opposite way, right? Less is more. Like in a lot of things in life, less is more, and you'll find yourself much more successful if you just keep it simple, all right? And we'll go over all of this in detail later on the webinar. I want to ask you right now just to keep your phone off, free yourself maybe 1 hour or so, and I try to make it as fast and clear as possible. If during any part you have questions, you can write them down in the chat room. I can see them. And also in the end, we have a Q&A part. Stay to the end because we have the management decided to give a very special bonus for Black Friday, and it will be worth your time to stay for that. So let's start a little bit by who am I. So my name is Ilan Tenennbaum. I'm 33 years old, although I may look 18, but I am 33, believe it or not. High school dropout. I never finished high school. I mean, I made all the grades, but I never made my SATs. I never went to college. Before I came into the market, I used to be a professional drummer, hitting things. I still play for pleasure right now. By the way, music has a lot of things to do with trading, but maybe I'll get to that at a different webinar. Trading in the Forex market for the last 5 years, since I've been 28 years old. As you'll see soon, my beginning was really tough. I think it took me longer than other people to reach consistency. I don't know, every people is different. Don't judge yourself never by the progress of other people. Some traders need only a few months to be consistent. Some take a few years. For me, it took almost 3 years. The last 2 years, I'm doing it as a full-time job, which means that I'm trading and teaching people how to trade. I used to do it privately, and I just joined SharkTips to be the trader here, so I'm very excited for this opportunity. My main goal, as I said now, is to create as many profitable traders as I can. I really believe it's possible. I really believe it's much easier than it seems. You don't need all these fancy courses or things that people try to sell you. Just need to follow a few simple rules. A little bit about SharkTips, the company. If you don't know, SharkTips is a team of analysts. They started the company at 2014, 4 years now in the industry. What I liked about SharkTips and the number one reason I decided to take this job is that when clients win, we win. There are some companies in this field, I don't want to give out bad names, but they make money when you lose. With us, obviously, sorry about that. With us, obviously, because we do education and we do signals and trading room, we need you to win, because if you don't win, we won't win either, right? So that's a very important thing to say. Our goal, as I said, is to give our clients the best tools to succeed in this market. So we divided the service that we offer into 3 categories. Trading simple signals. Vadim is sending the swing signals. I'm doing the day trading ones. And just to give you an idea on how to analyze different swing opportunities and hopefully to create nice profits to your trading account. The live trade room that I'm hosting daily. All right, not just to take trades, but to analyze the market together, discuss the opportunities, and just have a general community. Sometimes I find myself in the trading room when we have very experienced traders that I'm learning new things from them. Sometimes some client can point me out to an asset that I wasn't looking at, and so on. And we have the education program that I used here, maybe one of my favorite sentences of all time, that give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, teach him how to fish, and you feed him for life, which means that I can just give you the trades, okay? But then if someday I decided to quit and go live on an island or something, what would you do? Not just me, never follow blindly on anyone. You need to trust yourself and that you can do it by yourself. Okay, so a little bit, let's jump back to the beginning when I first started trading. So as I said, I was losing for 3 years in a row. I don't know how many of you are trading for 3 years or more, but it's really a shitty feeling. You try over and over again. You fail, you get yourself up. You fail, you get yourself up over and over again. I was in losses of around $25,000 during that time. Remember that I didn't had such a high-paying job. I was a musician. For me, 25,000 was a big amount, was most of my savings, and I was almost ready to give up. Almost, and I'm so happy that I didn't. Because I found my place eventually. As I said, I was jumping around from one strategy to the other. I was trying something, it made some profits. After 3 trades, it was starting to take losses. I went and changed the strategy. Instead of looking at this moving average crossover, I turned to the other one. Instead of looking at the Bollinger Band, I looked at stochastic. 4 hour, 1 hour, daily, weekly, you name it. I was jumping also from one trading course to the other, just because I was searching for this holy grail, this one strategy that will just win 100% of the time. You know what? I'm sure you do, at least the experienced traders here, there's no such thing. One of my biggest problems that I had, I couldn't hold down my emotions. I just couldn't. I would take a trade and go revenge trade. I had a stop loss and I was started to move the stop loss from a place to the other. And as I said, I was almost ready to give up. Actually, I kind of gave up for a point. I just said, okay, you know what? It's not for me. And I need to pick myself up and look at something different. But I decided not to do that, and let me tell you that it's the best decision of my life, all right? Best decision to never give up. So if you're at the point that you're thinking to give up, don't, okay? Don't just yet. Believe in yourself that you can do it. So here's an example of how I used to trade in the past, all right? This is just a chart, a random chart. So I used to buy the highs, all right, here, instead of buying, I used to buy the highs here instead of buying the pullbacks here. For example, if I took a short here, all right, price began to go against me. This was the original stop loss. I was moving the stop loss, moving the stop loss, moving the stop loss every single time, all right? Moved stop loss over and over again. Write yourself a rule. Never move your stop loss order. If you had a stop loss and the stop loss was set, all right, that's it. That's it. Stop loss hit, okay, next trade. I was over leveraging my account like a maniac, trying to make 100% on my account every day. By the way, you know what banks do? Banks make on your money, if you're lucky, maybe 1.5, 2% a year, okay? Which means like 0.10% a month. So if you are making 1%, 2% a day, what do you think? Isn't this amazing? In my eyes, it is. This is the goal. So as I said, I moved stop loss orders all the time, took so many revenge trades on the market. For those of you that don't know what a revenge trade is, you go in for a short. For example, market stops you out, you go in for a long, market stops you out, you go in for a short, market stops you out, and every time you take a trade, you take an over-leveraged trade, and guess what? This is called gambling, all right? There's no way you can make money in the market this way. As I said, I was letting my emotions to run my trades. I was trading out of fear, out of FOMO, the fear of missing out, and out of greed. I used to trade this way for 3 years. It cost me, as I said, around $30,000 in very expensive lessons. But you know what? Those lessons was so worth it, because right now I know what not to do, and I want you not to experience those expensive lessons. Really, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can start to be profitable from day one, or even if you reach to a drawdown, you can keep this drawdown at $50, $100 or so. You don't need to have to experience the pain that I and so many traders that I know have experienced. So what was my moment of enlightenment, you can say? The moment where I realized, okay, I know how to do it. So I finally understood that the answer to my losses was inside my head. It wasn't a trading strategy that I was missing. It wasn't some kind of fancy indicator or technical pattern that I was missing. It was just me against myself. So my biggest moment of enlightenment, all right, biggest moment of enlightenment was when I completely understood what is risk management and what it means to really accept a loss. Now, I'm sure all of you heard before so many times the term risk management, use risk management, proper risk management, blah, blah, blah. But it's a different thing between hearing these two words and really accepting a loss, okay? Really accepting a loss means that when you open a trade, you know for a fact, right, that this trade can end with a loss, right? Every trade you open can end with a loss. The market can be irrational. The market is random at a lot of times. But once you enter the trade, you know in advance the loss that you are willing to receive. That's it, you accept it. And by accept it also means that you don't extend the stop loss, as I said. You don't take revenge trades or anything like that. Hussein and Eddie is writing that, man, if you're talking exactly what happened with me. I know. You know what's the difference with me and other traders? I've been through all of that myself. Really, I've been through all of those things. This is why I can speak. I can speak with experience and not just repeat words. Okay, sorry. So when I realized that there are no magics in the market, but there is a way to gain consistent profits. With this, again, I mean that there's no holy grail, all right? There's no strategy that will be 100% profitable, but there is a way to be consistent. When I began to learn what is patience in the market, patience in the market means that not every day is a trade day. Do you know the feeling that you just need to be in the market? That you just need to be trading today? That you have to trade? That the first little candle that you see, you must jump into a trade? Well, no, not every day is a trading day. And be patient. And it also means that be patient when you're in a trade. Be patient until it hits your target, either the stop loss or the take profit. Hold on a second, I have technical problems here. Sorry about that. Okay, so when I learned that my only and biggest enemy in the market was myself. You know, we have so many challenges in life. In regular life, we need to face so many different people with different opinions, with different actions that can affect our actions. But in the market, when trading, there are no enemies except yourself. You are there sitting. You are the one clicking the mouse. You are the one taking the decisions. So what can we learn from that? First of all, that there is no one to blame by yourself. Okay? I see so many people blame the market. The market is against me. The market is doing it on purpose. No, the market doesn't care about you. The market will move the way it's want to move, and the market is always right. All right? Can't argue with that. So your own biggest enemy is, and only enemy, is yourself. Learn to control yourself. Learn to identify your weaknesses, and you've done 80% of the work. So you see that the difference between professional traders and amateur traders is in the mindset. Again, it's not in the strategy. It's not in those kind of things. They have a winning mindset. And I'm going over much more on that in the course and on my private one-on-one coachings. I will give all the links later. It's not my purpose. My purpose is for you to go out of here today with something strong, right? In your hearts and in your heads, with a belief that you can do it. Let's continue. So I'm sure that I know that everyone that here has a dream, all right? The common ground for all of you here and me is to turn your dream into reality. This is why I'm here. So just a moment before we go into the strategy itself, I want to talk with you on some people I met along the way and what I learned from them, okay? In my personal life, in my business life, my relationships, I met people who spent years studying in university and are still making a minimum wage. In my country, so many people study law, for example. They study the degree for 3 or 4 years, then they do a stage for another 2 years. So they spend like 6 years to study, spend thousands, tens of thousands for the degree, and by the end of it, they're like, okay, what am I going to do with it now? I met people that are working around the clock, and I don't mean 9 to 5. I mean 7 a.m. to 7 in the evening, 6 days a week, and are still barely making it to the end of the month. And they are very smart and talented people. All right? And worst of all, I met people that spend their entire adult life working for someone else's dream. Why? Why do so many people work so hard, give everything they have to achieve someone else's dream? That you have your own dream and you can achieve this dream. All right? I'll go into all the questions. I see a lot of questions here. I'll go through all of them in the end. No, not only psychology training. There will be also the technical part for those of you that are waiting for it. Okay, so make sure that you put yourself at number 1. First place is you and only you. Now, as I said, patience pays off big time, all right? If you're serious in making your dreams come true, you must be patient with them. It may be that you look around and you see friends, family, whatever that precede you, or some of them may be behind you. Well, who cares? Who cares? Who cares about other people? All you need to care about is yourself. In general speaking, and from my experience, all that happens to other people is around their time and their decision. Now, if you really want to fulfill your dreams, you must be patient, okay? You must be patient for your goals. As Albert Einstein said, not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that can be counted is really important. Okay, this is a really strong sentence. Okay, people put too much emphasis on, oh my God, I'm like 40 years old, I still didn't make it. Okay, so what? You know that, for example, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, wrote the first book, if I'm not mistaken, when she was 38. Samuel L. Jackson, the actor, got his first part when he was 52. Okay, and there's so many other examples. Yes, there's always will be those child prodigies that millionaires by 18 or whatever. Each and every one of us has their own time and their own path to succeed. So, what are we going to learn today after all this long introduction and me being super positive? We will go over the two main factors of a profitable trader. Special bonus, as I said, stay with us to the end of the webinar. I promise it will be worth it. And I'll show you how in 60 days, 90 days, the number doesn't matter so much. You'll be able to consistently generate profits from the Forex market. Obviously, you can do it also on stocks, futures, and so on. Me especially, I'm in love with the Forex market. In my eyes, it's the best market. By the way, I didn't mention that when I started with stocks. Didn't have much success there, but I found Forex much more for me, much more for my personality, and it's just much more of a clear market in my eyes. What is our promise as a company for you today? It's important to say. So it's a declaration that I wrote, but I won't read it, but me and the team here promise to share with you our knowledge and experience in order to give you the opportunity to start generating money from the market. We guarantee that by the end of the webinar, you will learn the two basic principles of trading in the market. We guarantee that we will accompany you professionally from the base to a deep understanding of creating money from the market. Whether it is you'll do it by yourself with our education program, trading room, or if you take the personal sessions with me. And we guarantee that if you invest the time and effort, this is really important because there's no magics, all right? But if you invest the time and effort, you'll have the opportunity to make more than your daily salary just in a few hours a day, okay? That's a promise. But again, only if you put in the work. So, in conclusion, I hope that this evening will be a getaway for all of you in the process of realizing your dreams, maybe the start, maybe the turning point that you was looking for, that you will learn how to use this wonderful tool that's called trading to influence you and those around you. And if we get there, it just will be a real success of all of us. If I can make out of those 160 people that we have here online right now, if I can get just a small percentage of you to achieve this goal, and then you can pass it on to a different people, I made it. I really made it. Some of the feedbacks that we got, I know people enjoy reading those. People that took our signals, that took our opportunity of the week, people that made money. Some money was because of me, some money was because of Vadim and other traders here. Make sure if you have good comments also to send them to us, because it's really helpful. Okay, all of those trades that you see here are done by me. Daily trades, if you look at the hours, okay, they were all open and closed within an hour. Sometimes I hold my maximum holding time is like 2 hours, I think. So you can see that the profit potential, can change. Depends on your account size. For example, this is my own personal account, which is a kind of a big account. For those of you in the trading room with me, you can see me trading this account every day. Those are a bit smaller accounts that I'm growing. Okay, it's time for us to get down to business. So as I said before, being a successful trader consists from two main factors. Profitable trading strategy, I would say it's 20 to 30%, okay? Profitable trading mindset, as I said, the psychology behind trading is 70 to 80% of your success in the field. This is what we're trying to build, especially on the one-on-one sessions and throughout the education course. I see a lot of questions here. I promise I'll get to all of them at the end if we'll have some time. Okay, so what is a trading strategy? First of all, first and foremost, it needs to be easy to understand and execute. As I said before, no complicated indicators, too many things that influence your decision. It needs to be easy to understand and easy to execute. It needs to be proven profitable during at least 50 trades, right? As I said, people take 10 trades in a strategy, they lose 7, I don't know, out of them, and they switch to a different strategy. No, it doesn't work this way. The strategy that I will show you today, by the way, it's not my invention. It's a strategy that I learned throughout the way. It's something very, very simple, but it's proven profitable on much more than 50 trades, maybe on a couple of thousands or maybe even 10,000 trades as I'm day trading with this strategy. It needs to suit the character of the trader. What I mean by that, some traders are really impatient like myself. This is why I'm scalping. This is why I'm day trading. I know that this strategy suits my character. Some people have more patience. They can use a strategy for swing trading or for investing. And it needs to work in all market conditions, which means it works in a consolidating market, in a downtrending market, and in an uptrending market. And I didn't write it here, but it needs to be proven that it works in every market. Okay, there's no such thing as a strategy that works only in stocks or works only in Forex. Markets are markets. They are moved by traders, they are moved by human beings, and they all move the same. Okay, so this is a short brief on what is a trading strategy. Okay, the strategy that I'm going to teach today is a very simple strategy, as I said. It's called the break and retest. Let's look at the first example here. Let's start from the right side of a bullish, okay, or a long moving up break and retest. I'll go through it again briefly, and then I'll explain the logic behind it. So let's say price is going up and it's breaking through a resistant area. Okay, price goes up, goes down to retest the broken, in this case, the broken resistant level, now acting as a support. Very easy entry at the retest. We'll go over the charts in a minute so you can see how it plays out in the charts. Stop loss placement goes below, okay, below the entry, below the broken resistance, now acting as support. And the take profit target is according to the risk management, which means if I'm risking 1% out of my account here, I will take here a minimum of 2 or 3 or 4%. Same thing with a downtrend. If price is breaking down, breaking a support, comes back to retest the support, okay, closes below this support, now acting as a resistance, exactly a mirror picture. Stop loss goes above, okay, above the retest, and the take profit goes to the risk 2 or 3 times your risk. This trading strategy can be used on all time frames. If you're a swing trader, it can be used on the 4-hour chart, daily chart. If you're a day trader, it can also 1-hour, 4-hour charts. If you're a scalper, it can be used on the 1 hour, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, and even 1 minute chart. Before we go to the charts, I want to go a bit about the psychology behind this strategy. Why does it happen? Okay, when price breaks a strong resistance, first of all, why did it break it? You know that neither you or me, or the 200 people here, or even 1,000 people of us retail traders, small time traders, won't move the market, not the Forex market at least, even by 1 pip. So if price breaks through a strong resistance, it has a reason. The reason is that a big player, maybe a central bank, maybe a hedge fund, who knows, is pushing the price higher. Now, because price has moved so fast, a lot of traders didn't have the time to buy at the lows. So as I said before, never buy the highs, right? If it's an uptrend, you buy the dips. If it's a downtrend, you sell the highs. So you need to wait for a better entry. Now, why does the price comes back for another entry? Well, first of all, because people are taking profits. Remember that some people, lucky people, were in the trade from way down here. So once they see this break, they're taking profits. What does it mean to take profits from a long position? It means sell, right? What happens when people sell the market? Price goes down. This is another reason. And so the first reason is that people are selling, price goes down. Second reason is that the big players don't want to buy high. They are waiting for a better price to go in, and then they take long. Same psychology exactly with the downtrend, okay? A strong support has broke. A lot of people didn't have the opportunity to sell. Those that sold high take their profits. What does it mean to take profits from a sell position? It means to buy. What happens when you buy? Market moves up, touches the previously tested support zone, and then got another opportunity for the big players to short again from a better price than they had here, and price continues. Okay, I hope it's clear. This is, by the way, the same strategy for those of you that are trading with me in the daily trade room. This is the same strategy I'm trading with every day. Those that with me can testify for the success of it. Let's take a look on some charts, some examples from the charts. Okay, so Roberto asked here which time frames you use for this. So as I said, you can use this strategy on all time frames. On this example, this is the daily chart. So let's see what happened here. Price broke through a strong resistance. This is GJ, pound against the yen, my favorite pair, crazy pair. So price broke strongly through a resistance, okay? People that bought here, what happened to them? They bought here, they said, oh, momentum is continuing higher. I'm gonna win, I'm gonna make so much money. Price continued to their way a little bit before crashing down. Where do you think was their stop loss? Probably right down here. They got stopped out. Price came back to retest exactly the broken resistance. As you can see here, this is the first retest. So enter the trade, as I said in the example, stop loss, a few pips below the low, and the profit target in this case was 1 to 5 for the risk. So first push higher, we got 1 to 3 risk reward. Some traders might have taken their profits. If you didn't, that's okay, because look what happened. Price came for a second retest. Watch how beautifully it didn't touch our stop loss, okay? It came close, but didn't touch our stop loss. This was a fake out, okay? It's a different kind of thing. And then price, after stopping out all those longs here, eventually find the strength to explode to the upside and create 1 to 5, 1 to 6 risk reward on this trade. Okay, this kind of trade from the daily chart is more suitable for swing traders, investors, and so on. This is an example. My favorite chart is the hourly chart. I use it to scalp and day trade, mainly because the 1 hour is a very strong confirmation, okay? If a 1 hour candle closes bullish or bearish, it's a good indication for where the price continue. So again, like before, this time, this is a short example. Price managed to break a strong support area, went in below, went off to retest, okay? Very tight stop loss. You see, one of the beautiful things about this strategy is that it allows you to place really tight stop loss. Like, for example, look at this stop loss. Entry is at 131.30, stop loss is 131.50. So it's a 20 pip stop loss, all right, to reach 129.60. Okay, so this is 90 pips profit, 1 to 3 risk reward on this trade. This means that even if you lose 3 of those trades in a row, okay, but you make one right, you recovered all your previous losses and came back with the profits. Okay, so same psychology applies here. Price came down. A lot of people decided to be clever to short here with a tight stop loss. Obviously, they got stopped out. This was a great opportunity for the big players to sell the market. And sure enough, boom, first push, small correction, and a second push to the downside. This is an example from the 5-minute chart. Same exact setup. What I like about the 5-minute chart, look at the stop loss here. 5 pip stop loss, okay? Those are the kind of trades that we take in the trading room daily. So 5 pip stop loss to make 50 pips profit. Risk reward on this trade is 1 to 10, okay? Which means that we can be in the room, take 9 trades in a row that will be a losers, okay? Not that this happens, but it can happen. But take this one good trade, okay, to recover all of those losses. Again, same principle. Price broke below support, retest first time, went the first push, retest for the second time, watch how we couldn't close below. This was the entry, and boom, 50 pips. This is the 5-minute chart. This is a few hours to make 50 pips on a 5 pip risk. Another advantage by risking 5 pips, you can even risk one. You can trade this trade with one lot. Okay, 5 pips is $50 risk. $50 risk. If this trade goes all the way to your favor, you've just made 500. Okay, 50 times 10, $500, and you risked only 50. Okay, so this is the strategy. This is the basic strategy I'm using. Obviously, it has some additions, some things that I've learned throughout the years. We go all over it in more details in our course, private mentoring sessions, but this is the basic idea. Okay. As I said, focusing on the small time frames, on the smaller time frames, gives us some nice advantages. First of all, it allows us to use a tight stop loss. As you've seen, only 6 pips is my normal stop loss for scalping. So if the trade goes against us, okay, so what? We lose small, nothing happens, we can move on to the next trade. But if we are right, okay, we can make 3, 4, or even 8 times, maybe even 10 times our risk. As you've seen before, I've seen some trades that even made 20 times the risk. Remember this sentence. I don't care, write it on the wall, tattoo it to your arm, do whatever it takes to remember it, all right? No greed, no fear. Plan a trade and trade the plan, okay? Don't be foolish. Market doesn't owe you anything, okay? No greed, no fear. Plan a trade, trade the plan. You've made 80% on your way to success. Okay. Now to the second aspect that's important to me, all right? Trading state of mind. Why do most traders lose? Okay, it's a fact. It's a fact. I'm not trying to hide it. Most traders lose. But as I said before, this is because they are, first of all, failing to follow rules. If you have a trading strategy, you have rules, follow them. They don't mean shit, sorry for the language, if you don't follow them, if you move stop loss, if you trade over leverage, if you plan to trade 0.5 lot but traded 5 lots, you skipped the rules. They jump from strategy to strategy. As I said, they over leverage. They over-leverage. I've seen traders open 5 lots on a $200 account. Why? What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? The trade will go against you once. 5 pips, 4 pips, and you're out. You're done. Don't blow out accounts, please. And the number one reason the traders fail, they allow greed and fear to control them. Okay? Greed is a tricky thing. Greed can be the price going against you, but you are sure that the market is going to reverse, so you move the stop loss. This is greed. Greed can mean that the market is going to your way, and you're like, I want more, I want more, I want more. What happens eventually? The market reverses against you. Also, another part of greed that people may not be familiar with is greed can be taking closing profits too soon. In greed in the sense, I want the money in my pocket now. No. If you had a plan, you had in your mind where you want the market to go, okay? This is where the market goes. All right? Don't let the emotions control you. Be logic. As you've seen the way I'm trading in the room, if I don't like how trade is going, I'm out. I'm out. Even if it means before my stop loss or before my take profit, but I don't let my emotions kick in. I trade what I see in front of me. Okay, what is the right state of mind that you need to be in? Okay, so first have 1 to 2 strategies. Those are the strategies that I'm teaching in the course. Know your strength. Some people are more patient than others. Some people are more towards risk-taking. Some people have more discipline. Some people are better at technical analysis. Some are better at fundamental analysis. Know your strengths and use them. I really and truly believe that we are all unique. Okay? We are all unique. We all have a gift. We all can bring something different to the table, and we all know what this thing is. Identify that thing, bring it to your trading, and you did it. Have the right support, have the right mentor, the right chat room, the right people around you to support you in the journey. Don't be alone in this journey, okay? Don't be alone while you're losing, and don't be alone when you're winning. Use the community. Follow risk management, as I said, and I'm going to say it every single day. Follow trading rules, again with risk management. Have a trading journal. This means that every trade that you take, okay, every trade that you take is documented in the journal. Documented when you entered, when you exit the trade, whether it was a manual close or an automatic close, what was the lot size, what was the strategy, what was the time frame, what was your emotions during the trade, what day of the week was the trade, what session was that? Was that New York session, London session? All of that needs to be written down in your trading journal. Okay, and again, the same sentence I'm gonna say over and over again. Don't allow emotions to set your trades. Okay? I see a lot of questions here. I'll go briefly to some of them. Yeah, been to greed and lost. Yeah, been there too. Lost 100K in one night. Yeah, I know the feelings, Felix, my brother. My biggest loss on one time was, I think, $7,000 in a few minutes. Kelicio, I understand the strategy and advance some profit, but end up losing some because miss the real support and resistance. Okay, speak with me privately later. We'll go over how you can identify support and resistance. Justin, do you give one-on-one sessions? Yeah, sometimes, but more importantly, everything is in our educational course. All links will be shared soon. Okay, So I spoke so much about trading psychology, about mental strength, but those are all words. Those are all words. I know that in the feeling of the moment, in the hype of the trade, you can get lost in the moment. So the place to really build your mental strength is our live trade room, the room that I'm hosting daily. It's 4 times a week. We have this live trade room. As I said, we are trading together. We are analyzing the market, answering questions. Sometimes just having a general conversation on the market, all right? And we can learn so much from it. Just the fact that in a community, you just get stronger. So it's a great place to learn, profit, get your trading error fixed, learn, as Kalicia said, learn how to identify support and resistance, learn how to identify trends. Just see what I'm doing day in and day out. Eventually, you'll be able to copy me and maybe even be better than me. By the way, I'm not the best, far from it, but I am profitable, which is beating 90% of traders. And this is what you need to aspire, okay? Be profitable. If you are profitable, even by 10 cents overall, okay? 10 cents, you are beating 90% of traders. Remember that. Those of us in the room, 233 people right now, we are the profitable ones. I'm sure that follow what I'm saying, and we're going to beat these statistics. So it's a great place to learn and profit. At the end of the session, there's always time for traders to ask their questions, to share their trades with me, so we can learn and grow together. Philip, the live trade room is daily for the London Open. For the London session, we start at 8:30 GMT, UK time. We'll see. Maybe we'll do it also on the New York sessions, because we're getting a lot of requests lately to do it also for New York Open. Me personally, I like the London session. It's the session that I'm the most familiar with. It's the sessions that I know what the assets will do a bit better. Another thing that I didn't mention before, make sure that you know the assets that you're trading in. You know, the Forex assets, the currency pairs, are like women. I look at them like women. Every woman is different, right? But if you know your girl, your woman, or your man, for our girls here, all right, you get to know them by time. You get to be able to forecast their behavior, right? Much better. We'll go through, I'm going all over the place. I have so much to share, but we'll go over it other time. So, what would you get from us today? We built the perfect trading package, okay? To make sure you have all the tools you need to reach consistency in the market. I know it's a hard thing. We know how hard it can be. We know trading is not easy, all right? There's a sentence that says that trading is the hardest way to make easy money, sorry. So we decided to offer all of the services that we have at a really affordable price, especially for this Black Friday sale. Maybe we'll continue with a bit later. So me and the entire SharkTips here, we have the customer support, we have Vadim from the Swing Trade, and we have Scott that opened this company, is supervising everything regarding trading. And I promise to just be there with you step by step until you're free to go on your way. Whether it take you 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, I didn't write it, but even 10 years, I'm not going anywhere. Trading is a marathon, okay? It's not a sprint, no rush, take your time, day in and day out. So, the daily live trade room, every day, Monday to Thursday, between 9 and 11 a.m. We change it a bit. It's 8:30 to 11:30 or 12. As I said, we take trades, analyze the market, discuss future setups, work on our weaknesses and strengths, and grow as a community. Again, don't be alone in the journey. The Signal service, head by Scott Wilson and Vadim Rachmaninov, sends around 1-2 signals a day. The signals are delivered via SMS, Telegram, or WhatsApp. We're changing it to WhatsApp now, and email. Only the most quality trades that we can find. We're averaging around 150 pips a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. As you can see, okay, my screen is blocking the profits from the last month, but around some wars are harder, some are better. But with the trading signals, other than the profits, which of course are nice, right, to see your account grows, which every trade that they send, they also send the trade analysis, right? The chart, why they took the chart, what did they see, what happened, whether it's a winning trade, a losing trade, and so on. This is the Signal service. The online speed course consists of 12 full lessons. It's now more because we're adding, I started to add to it also. So it's around 15 or 16 full lessons. It's new content updated regularly. Just this week, I updated 4 or 5 new chapters to it. Once you get it, you have a lifetime access to it. So every new chapter, every new subject that goes up is yours. Because it's online and you get an access to it, you can just learn on your own time and at your own pace. No rush, no limitation, right? Lifetime access. For those of you that are busy, you can do it on your own time. For those of you that have a lot of time, you can go through it faster. So our special offer, special one-time offer for this webinar, for this Black Friday, I don't know, huge save up. I wish I had this kind of offer when I started out. I don't want to tell you how much I spent on courses when I started out, but let's say it's in the thousands. So what are we offering? 3 months live daily trade room. The normal price for that is $297. 3 months of trading signals. The normal price for that is $177. The online course, the price for that is $97. So a total of $571. Instead of that, you get 3 months of the trade room access, 3 months signal service, and lifetime access to the course and education page, all for only $297. This is a 63% discount from the price. I don't know if I don't know for how long this special price will stay, but make sure to take advantage of it. Okay, really, I can't stress it enough. I see courses out there that are sold for $199. Sorry, $1,999 just for a course. I mean, really? Why? Please don't spend those amounts. Now, if you're wondering how to join, here is the link. Okay, to join. Oh, sorry. Here is the link to join us. Hold on, and I will share it also in the chat room with you. Hold on, let me find this link, and I'll send it to all of you. Okay, guys. Here's the link for this special offer. And make sure to take advantage of it. You'll have it over here. Let me see how can I put it. Okay. It's over here so you can see it. Now, I promised you a special bonus, right? At the end. This is not the special bonus. It's an amazing price, I know, but it's not the special offer. The special offer is that if you think that this is too much for you to pay, We got a cooperation with one of the world's biggest brokers. All right, it's called CFD Global. You can visit their website later. You can see they are MiFID, SISEC, FCA licensed, and they will basically sponsor for your entire package. Okay, why will the broker pay for education? It's a good question. Why will someone pay for your education? So the broker will sponsor your education first because he believes in SharkTips. We've been working with them for a long time now. They've seen what our customers can do. Keep in mind that they're making a living out of the spreads, okay, out of the commissions. So as traders are trading more and generating more commissions, it's better for them. They know that SharkTips build quality traders that will be in the game for a long run, which means will continue to trade every day for a long time. They want to burn out their account on a single day. All right, so this is why it's worth for them just to sponsor your education so you'll be able to trade with them. All you need to do to take this offer is to open an account with a minimum of $250, okay? Through the website, I'll send you a link also over here in a second. And that's it, you get this entire package from us free of charge, okay? No hidden small letters, no nothing. Okay, nice. I see that we already got 3 subscribers. Alon, welcome aboard. Oh, thank you. ESA slippage is not a problem. You can go and test them out. You can go visit their website. Hold on, I will share with you their link. Okay. As we're reaching the end of our webinar, I hope that you had a great time with me tonight. I surely did. I really enjoyed it. If you have some more questions, this is the time for you to ask, and I'm here listening. Hey Raj, yeah, if you open an account with them, that's great. You're entitled to the package. Make sure you send our office an email. I'll share this address so they will take care of you. Eddie, yeah, we're sending signals to US users. Signals and trading room is not a problem. The only thing about US users, we cannot recommend a broker. You can go ahead and work with every broker that you want to. But yeah, signals, trading room, you can go ahead. Of course, we have a lot of clients from the US. 4 a.m. signals didn't work too well. Then because you live in the States. So we can offer you maybe an account management services if you're interested in copy trade services, I mean, and trade room. Maybe you'll be able to join the trade room in New York Open around 6, 7 a.m. Eastern. Hussein, we don't have an iPhone app. We send all our signals, trading room details, and everything via WhatsApp, SMS, and Telegram. I'm sharing the link to the broker. So you can go and check them out. Martin, for your questions. So Eddie, what you can do, send me a private message with your phone number, again, to the office email. I'll make sure we'll find something that works for you. Yeah, Haritan, we do have a monthly package. The monthly package includes just the signals. Kelicio, what question, buddy? Support and resistance. Suggest you join our trading room. How to identify support and resistance. It's a big subject. Yeah, CFD will pay for the same 3 months package. No, Sam. This offer is veiled with a broker. It's amazing to see that you're a student. I wish that I started as a student. I started but again, Sam also write me when you're ready. So it's okay, Kelicio. In the trading room, this is what we do every day. Every day, identify support, resistance, trends. That's the best education opportunity I can offer. Monthly package includes trading room. Vishal, for risk management, I cannot recommend. It's up to you. I know traders that can risk 10% from their account. I know traders that risk 50. So it's really up to you. For copy trading services, let's talk private. Send me your contact details here. Usually I don't risk more than 3% per trade. It's my maximum risk. Okay, the accounts that I manage. For Mano, we're just finishing, but don't worry because the webinar is recorded and will be sent later. Yeah, I know that Kelicio, yeah, you can access only the trading room if you want. I'll share with you. I'll share with you this link. For those of you that just want the signals or just want the trading room for 1 month, you can go subscribe from this link. It's $59 a month. Monthly package include trade room. Yes, Martin, it comes together. Ian, also speak with me. Send me an email to office@shark-tips.com. I'll answer all the questions regarding account management, okay? Or I'll tell you the easiest way. Let me share with you my number so you can contact me in Telegram. I think it's the fastest way that I can answer. Warren, I would like to join, not able to do now with the broker. Yeah, Warren, the offer for the broker is still valid. So you can take it in a few weeks if you want. Many of the SMS signals can take it in, or do you have different? Yeah, they're different. The account management and trade room are much more scalping day trade. We don't take positions overnight. No swing positions. Okay, so let me just make it clear here that this is why we have this special offer, right? $59 a month, you can take the signals. If you want just the trading room, it's $97 per month. This is why we built this package that includes everything, which I think it's the best decision. $100 and $200 a day, this is what you can do. Depends on your account size. I said in the beginning that this can change. I know traders that make $10, $20 a day, okay, if they're trading with with a $500 account, $300 account. And I know traders that make $2,000 a day. All right. Yeah, we don't copy service, working on it. We do offer account management services as well. For all account managed services, send me a Telegram message. Okay, here's my number. All right, guys. Really, this offer is something out of this world. Out of this world. Like if the trading room is $97 a month and the signals is $60 a month, that's $130 a month. Even if you're just interested in the trading room, like someone said, or just interested in the signals, I really suggest you take the package. It really much better for you, and you get the course. Who knows? Maybe you learn something new. All right, guys. If there are no more further questions, we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you all for being with me. I really had a great time. Again, for all questions, you can message me on Telegram. You can send me an email. Vishal, the website is being updated. This is why we're moving to a different website. Once the new website will be built, all performance will be updated. So the full package for Mano is this. All right, you get 3 months of live daily trade room, 3 months of trading signals, the online course, all of that instead of 571 for 297. Yes, Ian, it will be available for you in 5 days because you attended this webinar. Martin, I just got a message that you joined us. Thank you. Appreciate the support. We'll do our best to build you up as a trader. Thank you, Felix. For Mano, no, it's a one-time payment. One-time payment of $297, and you get 3 months access to the trade room, 3 months access to the signal service, and a lifetime access to the course, all for one-time payment. It's not a repeating payment. Hussein, thank you. A pleasure. Vishal, thank you. Ian, thanks, buddy. Yep. Hey, Martin, thank you for joining. I'm sending you all the information you need right now to your email address. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you for being with me. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.